Okay.
Okay. All right. We're recording. So we are talking about things that we're excited about in our businesses. We're going for leader numbers this month. And then I think we're going to recap Saturday and just some of our takeaways is what people wanted to talk about tonight. Okay. So Melissa's excited. She has her first 2 workshops ever tonight. Or not tonight, obviously, but this week. So she's super excited and talked about just like how much easier the process is for this party versus another direct selling company she was with. And so we were talking about how, you know, like with Wildfire, you're not going to lose money. Like unless you do something that isn't this smart, which you should be talking to me about so I can tell you not to do it, you shouldn't lose money with Wildfire. And I think that's so important for people to know, especially people who have been in direct selling before. A lot of people have gotten burned, you know. And I think with Wildfire, I'm just so grateful for how Leslie has set up the company and how it's run. So,
yeah, I would agree. I mean, even my mom, who's not signed up as a rep, you know, she's getting close. She keeps texting me like, I'm thinking about it. You know, but I think it is appealing that it's only $50 to join, and it's not, you don't have to carry the inventory. You don't have to take the huge risk, you know? So one of Angie's reps that signed up had previously sold for another company as well. And so everything that she's hearing, she's like, what? Really? This is all it is? This is all it is? So she's, you know, excited about that.
Business books to pay for our business supplies. That's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So these are things to be sure to tell people, you know, and be excited about them and share with other people. These are really great points. So, Brandy, what are you excited about in your business today?
I am doing a mystery hostess Facebook party tomorrow night.
Oh.
So I am working in ScentShare actually to get it all set up.
Yeah.
But I've had some RSVPs for people who, you know, were a little skeptical before, who are now like participating and in some of the pre-game things that I'm doing and stuff like that. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, would you add me to that?
Sure. Absolutely.
Just so I can see what you're doing. Okay. My computer just said something funky, like your CPU usage is high. Therefore the recording isn't doing very well. Anyone know what that means?
It could mean that you have maybe too many programs open. I don't know. CPU usage, do you know?
That's all it says. CPU usage
is too high. Oh, okay.
No,
does it say anything else, Annie?
No.
No, just
you. Are you like, you're breaking up when I hear you? Are you guys having that happen, or can you see each other fine?
No, Brandy's freezing.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get out and I'll try to get back in.
Okay. I'm trying to like force quit some applications and see if that does anything. Okay. But, you know, I said my computer was going slow tonight.
Yeah.
Must feel like something's going on. So, but it's fine when just you and I are on it. And I ran it today and it was fine too.
Huh.
I need to look for, oh yeah, there's a chat. Hang on, let me see if this works.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear me better.
Okay.
Yes.
And I just saw your chat, Annie.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it too.
Okay. Somebody was asking if Zoom had chat on it, and so I had to test that out. Okay, so you're doing this Facebook party. I would love for you to add me so I can kind of see. I've never done like that. So
yeah,
and can you add me too?
Kendra had shared all of the different things she had done. So I'm taking that and tweaking to make it work. So
great, perfect. And have you used ScentShare before?
No, I have not. So I'm learning as I go.
Yeah, that thing is amazing. I've used it for a year.
Yeah.
And I love it. It's like probably the one business tool that I pay extra for that is so worth it.
Yeah.
Everything else I do for free, but it's $8 a month. So once you start having, regular parties, it's so worth it because I can set up a party in less than 10 minutes and have all the post for me. So I'm not trying to remember post in this party on this day about this.
Yeah.
And so it does it all for me, and it's great. It's
awesome.
So, okay. How are you guys doing on getting like your 6 to 8 bookings ordered by October 31st so we hit numbers this month? Don't everyone jump up and down at one time.
Sorry, I was trying to click into something else and then I lost y'all. How many do I have? I've got 3 on the books right now.
Okay.
So
awesome.
Still working on a few more.
Yeah. And Melissa?
Well, I have 2 this week, and then I'm decided that I'm going to host my own at the end of the month.
Okay. Fantastic.
So
and so,
counting mine.
Okay. So for those that you guys have on your calendar, let's talk about, jot these things down just as a reminder. You want to do some sort of booking basket. You have got to get bookings at the party. It will just save your life. So
I had a basket already, but I love that they talked about adding the ribbon to it and making it special. Like
yeah.
that.
Yeah. I lost my train of thought. So
Sorry.
Booking basket, have your calendar out and ready. I should show you what mine looks like. Well, this is October. So the ones highlighted are the ones I can do. So this is November. So I kind of have like, I don't know if you guys can even see this.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. So all I have left right now are those 3 dates at the bottom of November. And then I have my December calendar ready. And I'm starting to book in there. So I've got 1 party booked right there. So.
Okay. How far out do you book? I think I saw somewhere like 3 or 4 weeks after a workshop.
Yeah. I mean, I try to book 3 to 4 weeks out, but right now, like October and November are sometimes our busiest times.
Yeah.
And then now I have 1 booking in January. I normally don't book that far forward. When I do book that far forward, you have to stay in contact with the hostess like every week. Like, hey, just thinking about your party, here's to save the date. Or, hey, here's, but something every week. Hey, just thinking, hope you're enjoying your meals from last week. You have got to stay connected. If you don't stay connected, that party's going to cancel. That's what I've learned. So booking more than 5 weeks out, you've got to stay in that constant contact. The 5-week out one, you're going to be talking to them anyway because you're getting the invitations done. But when it's longer than that, you've just got to stay in contact with them. So bookings, and some of the words I use are, let's pencil it in on my calendar. These are not set in stone. We can check our calendars tomorrow, make sure it works for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
And, look at their customer care surveys. It's really about relationship building. I drop a lot of seeds like, oh my gosh, your friends are going to love this when you do it with them. Things like that. I'll say throughout the party.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Like, how do I drop the seeds? Because that was one thing I was like, I don't feel comfortable about.
Do you know why you don't feel comfortable?
I don't, no, not really. I just am like, how do I don't know how to do that part really.
Okay. So you just feel like you need skills a little bit to do it. Literally I just find places to talk about hosting. So in the beginning, when I thank the hostess, I'll say, and for hosting tonight, she got, and if she didn't get, you can say either she got discounted or a free kit, or as a hostess, you can earn a discounted or free kit. Okay, so that's some words you can use. And as a hostess, it's awesome. You don't take your cooler anywhere. You're just working out of your fridge and freezer. Normally people laugh about that. So I'll say that in the beginning.
Okay.
And then I'll actually talk about hostessing as one of the ways to get involved with Wild Tree. And we really appreciate it when people open their homes to us and invite their friends over, because it's great for us, but really it's fantastic for your friends. And it's just like sharing a good movie or a good show that you've seen. It's just sharing Wild Tree and what it's done for your family. So,
Okay.
and then I'll later on, like during the party, I'll one-on-one talk to people who I think are interested or seem really fun, like the ones who are hanging out with the friends. They're more likely to book, quicker. Whereas some of the other ones, they may book, but they'll have to think about it a little bit. So, so I'll just be like, oh my gosh, your friends would love this. We should get together sometime, And they'll normally say right then, like, yeah, I was kind of thinking about that, or I don't know. I mean, they'll almost like tell you what they're thinking.
Okay.
Saying that. And then at the end, I go off their survey, like, oh, you put a 6 for booking. Tell me, what does that mean? Like Whitney said, what does that mean? I get a lot of people who will put a 5. I'm like, so, tell me what that means. Some people it's booking, and some people like, I was just being nice. Okay, great, no problem. Thanks for being nice. I don't care. But you've got to have your calendar dates there. You've got to talk about it throughout the party.
Okay.
I think that's the biggest downfall that people don't do. So that's booking. So that's important. The other thing is important is the hostess coaching. And it kind of takes some practice, your first 6 to 8 parties, it's kind of just practice. And you'll get better as you go. And to be honest, like hostess coaching is not my best thing. So the biggest thing is to really talk to your hostess. So I start hostess coaching at the party I'm at when I book the party. Just telling them like, hey, here's the process. You're gonna get your no's first. Because people are just looking at their calendar. Nope, can't come. Everybody else you don't hear from either didn't see the invitation or they are thinking about it. So we need to reach out to them. And you really have to personally reach out. They have to hear the hostess's excitement about it to really be interested. Like yesterday I had a party going. Carly's had 2 people signed up. And so I told her, I'm like, hey, just reach out to these people and start posting a little bit on your page. Now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 5 getting shipped to do-it-yourselfers. So we're at 13. And it was all because she started posting on our Facebook party and reaching out to people individually. So that's that. Anything else about 6 to 8 parties coming up? The biggest thing I can tell you is even if it doesn't look like it's going great, don't give up. I mean, you do not give up until it is 2 a.m. in the morning on the last day of the month. Unless you want to give up, but don't give up. Don't think like there's no way, I'm $2,000 away and I have 10 days left. Like, let's strategize. What else can we do? How else can we get sales? What else can we find? Because I have seen it happen over and over and over again. The other thing to know is like, if you are super close, I can usually make a phone call the day after. If I see like you're $100 shy or something, I'm like, what happened? I can usually, if you have 100 in orders, I can usually call and get that backdated for you. Okay. So just keep that in mind. And sometimes that happens when you don't know what your team is putting in. So it's always good to talk with your team, or I'm happy to send an email to your team like, so-and-so is going for team leader. This is so exciting. Here's what they're looking for. It would be really helpful if we knew what orders you have going in. That's another reason that I say like 350, try and have everyone get to 350 a month, because that's a BQ rep for a team leader. So that's why it's so important to get to 350. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. So tell me more about Saturday. Takeaways, thoughts, other questions that may have come up since then. Brandy's seen half the United States now, so.
I've made that drive a few times already, though, so.
Old news for you.
Yeah. So just playing catch up now that I'm actually back at home.
Yeah.
Yep.
So any other thoughts from Saturday?
I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I mean, definitely, the host coaching part, I feel like was something I was kind of missing. So that was helpful for sure.
Good.
It helped me clarify like my vision more. Like I knew why I wanted to do Wild Tree, but it just helped me more, like make it more clear.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was able to share that more like with my husband, even though he still thinks I'm crazy because we've tried direct sales before.
Yeah.
But this is different, and I think he sees that it's different.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, in the back of his mind, he's still skeptical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's okay. That may be his biology to be a little skeptical. And for those people, it takes a lot to change that, but over time it will change. So, and again, the important conversation to have with him is, what does success look like? Like, let's have something together measured out that we agree what success looks like. Because if he's thinking success is $1,000 in a paycheck your first month, that's not very likely. But is it likely 6 to 8 months down the road? Yeah, it can be likely then, so, and even more than that in a shorter period of time, but it really just kind of depends. So, on the vision, were you able to get to the point where you were narrowed down to one of the 5 reasons we say people come to Wild Tree for freedom, financial, fun, community, personal development? So what did you come down to of those 5?
The financial security, like just financial freedom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I want to be able to help contribute income, to my family. So just to help my husband with the burden, because everything falls on him right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Brandy, what about you? Were you able to narrow it down?
I actually felt like it was all 5. And I know that that's tough, but it's like I want the financial security so that I can impact my community by giving big, and I can have fun, and I can have the freedom to come and do and as I choose and please, So, I mean, all 5 of them, I was like, yes.
All of the above.
Yeah.
6. Yeah, that's true. So maybe freedom is the overlying one in yours.
Yeah.
Freedom of choice for financial stability, freedom to do what you want and have fun, to give to your community.
Right.
So good. I think that helps so much to have that vision figured out. And then did you guys, Melissa, you said you shared it with your husband. Have you shared it with your sister or your mom?
No, not yet.
Okay. So it's good to share with a couple of people, not only for accountability, and really that's not the top reason. It's to be excited with you. Mm-hmm. And for those days that are hard, that you might call them and be like, hey, I don't know why I'm doing this. And you'd be like, I know I told you before it was freedom, freedom. This is what I want to do. Okay. And you can talk yourself back into the loop. So.
Yeah. How do you build like your strong story? Like, I mean, now I've narrowed my vision why I want to do it, but how do I go about sharing that with like, at my workshops and just when I'm out and about?
Yes. Great question. So you have to have what your breakdown was. Okay. What's your breakthrough and your impact. Okay. So your breakdown, my family, whether it's not going back to work or financial security, whatever it is that you want to talk about, like as a mom of two, I would be paying so much in daycare. It wasn't worth it for me to go back to work. I found Wildtree, and the income that I can make with Wildtree is going to be so I won't have to go back to work. And therefore I'm going to have such an impact on my family, being able to stay home and help my husband with a financial burden. Okay.
That sums it up for me. Okay. Yeah. That sounds good. I was like, yeah, I just didn't know how to put that in words.
So breakdown,
okay,
breakthrough, and what's your impact?
Okay.
Does that help you, Brandy?
It does. I mean, I felt like I had my story pretty well nailed down of why and what and all. So,
Yeah.
But it'll definitely help me, as I'm going through and coaching Cicely and Angie. Angie has 3 reps under her.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. So are you starting them with, I don't see your numbers as regulars. I see my people because you're under Emily. So it's just harder for me to get to in our system.
Yeah.
Are you starting them with the, what's it called? Orientation packet?
I need to get with Angie and find out what she has sent and what, where they are with it. I have Debbie's number, who's her first rep that signed up under her. So I've sent her a few things. She came to our team meeting that Emily did a couple weeks back before she even signed up. So yeah, I'm going to make sure that they have all those tools that they need.
Yeah. So the way that I usually do it, you should be able to go into your back office and see who signed up. Do you know how to do that?
I do.
Okay.
Under genealogy, right?
Yes. And you can sort, if you click on start date, you can actually sort by start date.
Okay.
So as your team is growing, you sort by start date and you can see who started most recently. Yep. So I can go in there like once every 2 to 3 days, and whoever started on my personal team. So like if Melissa, when she signed up her new rep, then I reached out to her, and I do that for my team members until they're a leader.
Gotcha.
Or they're just a really strong rep and they don't really need me to do it anymore. But just so they feel comfortable, like you don't have to worry about building your team. Just bring them. I will help them get started, and I will walk them through until that person launches and really gets going.
Okay.
So, and I normally train my new reps, my LITs, and then I have once a month a conversation with my strong leaders. Strong being like 10,000 in org volume or team volume.
Okay.
So once they launch and you get them kind of to their next party, they're usually good. Like they've learned to either reach out to you or they're not going to work anymore, to be honest.
Right.
So.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, I'll definitely add that to my list to make sure that they've gotten that information.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think of what else. As you guys think of things you want to learn how to do, let me know. Like genealogy and like stuff like that. Okay.
The project right now is ScentShare. So
ScentShare has fantastic videos that are super short.
Yeah, no, I started watching some of them. What I was getting hung up on was a couple of the posts had multiple images.
Oh, yeah.
You can't do that. So I'm actually just doing multiple posts basically all at the same time.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it works. So
I thought they were rolling something out to do multiple images.
they said that they were like, oh, it works. Even though it says it doesn't work, it works. But I'm like, nah, it's still not working. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
So.
Okay, so keep at it. How are you guys feeling with your activity trackers?
Need to work on it.
But
doing okay. Definitely, reaching out and getting with people.
This bad boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where do you find that at, Annie? I don't have that. Is that on MRC?
I thought it was.
I think it
I'll
is.
have to
It
go
also
to it.
came in our business builder kit.
Well, my daughter went through that, so who knows where that paper is. Okay. I'll look for it, though.
It's great. It tells you about, use the products daily, make new contacts.
Okay.
It tells you things to do every day so you can stay on track.
Yeah.
So, and then back here, can you guys see I have all of your headed to team leaders set up. So I'm coloring everybody's in as we go.
Love it.
Yeah. And so just so you guys know, I'm headed out of town Thursday and I get back on Tuesday. I don't know if I've shared this with this group, but my aunt was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and given like 3 to 6 months to live last month. So all the women in my family are flying down to Arizona and spending the weekend with her. So I normally don't completely check out, but I'm probably checking out for this trip once I get to her house. Now, if my cousins and everybody is like emotionally exhausted or something and we're all like vegging in our rooms, then I might pop on Facebook and stuff. But other than that, until I'm, flying home, I probably won't get online. So just so you know where I am. So if you guys are on our Facebook page and you see questions and you know the answer to, if you wouldn't mind like putting those down, that'd be awesome. Some of the other leaders in our group will be posting on there too. So.
Will do.
Thank you.
We'll be praying for your family too.
Thank you. Yeah, she's not in any pain, surprisingly. So we're just really thankful. Like if that's the miracle, then that's a great one to have, We're pretty much praying for a miracle. But she had no pain and went in and thought she had a UTI and had stage 4 cancer. So
wow.
It's pretty shocking to everybody. So, but yeah, just pray for a, great weekend together of connection.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. What else? Do you guys have any other questions tonight?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think I'm good.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. Well, thanks for joining tonight, and we will hop on next Tuesday. And again, I'll just post and say, what do you guys want to talk about? A specific training topic, or, just like this where you ask some one-off questions. I suspect that's going to be a lot of what people want to do, is the one-off questions, because I think it's just really helpful. So
I'm probably not available next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Just FYI. I'll make it if I can, but I probably won't because that's the 18th. So.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. Talk to y'all soon.
Bye.
Bye.